So we can kick off. Okay. Thank you again. And if you have the bandwidth, only if you have the bandwidth, we would love to see your face. So please turn on your video if you can. We're grateful that you choose to spend this time with us, and we're thrilled to bring you this exciting topic, which was designed for you all in mind. And I hope that as we get to deep dive into safety in strategy and how to speak with power, that this is as meaningful and as resourceful, and you get all that you need from this conversation. So I will start by introducing myself. My name is Anu Ishola. I am the Executive Director here at WIA, and we're very honored to have you all here. And we'll welcome you again. And just to kick us off, I would like to say that at WIA, we welcome all voices. We welcome all perspective and all experience. As you can all see, we're a rich community of women from different regions across the globe. And so we welcome and respect all the backgrounds, all cultures, and all beliefs. And we aim to create a safe space here for everyone to feel that you are able to share and learn, and you're welcome to contribute. So please feel comfortable to bring your thoughts and conversations here, and always feel free to use the chat. And we're honored to have you all here. So I get the privilege of introducing our speaker to you today. So thank you all again for joining us. So I will do a quick introduction of Jyoti Sharma, and then she would come after I finish the introduction. She would come and speak and take over the session for today. So, do you have the slides? Okay, thank you. So Jyoti Sharma is one of our amazing coach. She's been volunteering with WIA for 5 years and has coached multiple catalysts and multiple women through the program. She's a feminine leadership coach with an impact-driven solo entrepreneur and free-spirited woman. She wanted me to mention that. She's also in a mission to help women lead humanity back to hope, compassion, and community. Over the past decade, she has guided changemakers and leaders to find their authentic voice and create meaningful impact. Our work blends modern framework with ancestral wisdom, drawing from her training in coactive coaching, expressive art, mindful self-compassion, interpersonal neurobiology, has all guided the work that she has done so far and will be sharing with us. She was born and raised in India and Canada, and she brings a global perspective and a deeply human one. And we are honored to have her share today. And now I'd like to hand it over to you, Jyoti.
Thank you so much, Anu. I'm just so overwhelmed with this huge circle of women we have here. It's a mega circle. I was saying just before we started. So this energy itself is just so energizing, and I'm so happy to be here with you all. And the fact that you all are here shows the longing to feel more confident in your voice and in your leadership. And again, I'm just honored to be in this space with you. So I'll begin with, for many of us, when the stakes are high, our bodies remember old patterns and conditioning, and that's not just our experience, it's generational. So often we shrink, we go blank, we forget to breathe, it feels too overwhelming. And that's not because we don't have great ideas or we don't know what to say, but it's because we don't feel safe enough to stay present and connected. So in the next 45 minutes, and it feels quite a bit to say all of that because it's a true experience for each one of us. And so in the next 45 minutes, we'll explore how to root into safety so your voice carries clarity and conviction, especially in times when it matters most. So before we begin, I'll ask all of you, are you ready to begin? And I invite you to declare your yes by bringing your hand to your heart, or you can type yes in the chat. Would love to see a collective yes. Yay, I see a yes. Yeah. And so let's lean into this yes energy that we have here. And let's seal our yes with one deep breath together. So I invite you to just have your hand on your heart and let's take an inhale and an exhale. And now that we're here, I invite you to bring a sheet of paper and a pen if you have it handy. And we're going to do something fun here, or any drawing material, anything you have nearby. So Emily or Skylar, if you could just bring that image that I sent to you up. So we're going to draw a simple gingerbread outline, something like this. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be perfect. So just take a few seconds to draw this sweet gingerbread outline. And once you have, I'll give you a few more seconds. Let's draw it together. And now let's pause. And I invite you to gently close your eyes or lower your gaze, whatever feels comfortable to you. And I invite you to slowly scan through your body. So starting from your feet all the way up to the top of your head. Very slowly. Notice any tension, any warmth, the temperature, heaviness, tightness, any sensations that you come across as you journey through your body. And now let's softly and very gently open your eyes. And the invitation here is to mark these sensations on your figure, on the image. So you could use shapes, colors, squiggly lines, anything. There's no wrong or right here. Just what feels true for you. So let's take a couple of minutes to draw or mark the sensations. Emily, we can take off the image. I think we all have the image now. And once you're done, let's take a look at what you've drawn and notice there's a word or a phrase that comes up for you. It could be a sensation like tight, warm, heavy, or it could be a feeling like uncertain, calm, hopeful, anything that comes up for you. There's no right or wrong here. We're not trying to be perfect, just the word or phrase that captures this moment for you as you look at your body map. And I invite you to share your word or phrase in the chat if that feels comfortable. And even if I cannot read all the words that you share, just know that everything that you share here is witnessed in this space. So I see depleted, slipping, uneasy. There's excitement. Yeah, this is great noticing. Yeah, hungry. Thank you for sharing. That's great noticing. Yeah. Yeah. So notice if there are any words that you resonate with, that you're also feeling, knowing that you're not alone in how you're feeling right now. Yeah. And so now, as we have noticed what's going in the body, let's bring the awareness to the mind. So these are the stories that often come up for us in high stakes moments or situations. So I invite you to think of a past or maybe an upcoming situation where you wanted to speak up. So maybe in a meeting, maybe it's an interview or a difficult conversation. Or you could always keep it general if that feels easier. So we don't want to overwhelm in this time frame. So just take a moment to think of a past or an upcoming situation where you wanted to speak up and you held back. And as you're doing that, you're welcome to look away from the screen or close your eyes or look down, whatever feels comfortable. It often happens when we're in front of the screen, the body gets still. And so you're welcome to look at the exits, look away. So you don't have to stare at the screen the whole time. Okay. And so if you have the situation in mind or that moment in mind, or even in general, I invite you to complete this sentence, either silently or in your mind by writing it down. I'm afraid. So I'm putting it in the chat. So just completing this sentence for that in that context. So for example, it could be, I'm afraid I'll sound foolish, or I'm afraid people will think too much. They'll think I'm too much, or I'm afraid I'll get rejected. So take a moment to allow whatever words come through. There's no judgment. So without any judgment, let's take a minute to see what comes up. And there's no pressure here, just feel what feels comfortable for you. So you only go as far as you feel comfortable. And so as you are looking at this statement, and if you feel comfortable, thank you, Laura. Thank you for being the first one to share. Yeah, being afraid to be judged by my opinion, your own opinion. Yeah, that's a big one. And so if you feel comfortable, you're invited to share in chat whatever the statement is. Because the fact is, these fears are not flaws. Yeah, I'm afraid I won't say the right thing, of being wrong, rejected. These are all the narratives or the beliefs and the fears that hold us back. And by naming them right now, it's a very courageous thing you're doing. And I acknowledge each one of you for sharing it in this space. I'm afraid I will not come as strong and I'll sound weak. I might say something not relevant. Yeah. So none of us are alone in these fears. These are all such a common experience for us women. And to think of it that these are the survival strategies. So these fears are not flaws, but they are survival strategies that our bodies have learned to keep us safe. This is what we have learned. Yeah. And in the moment, it just feels so real that it takes us over. Yeah, I'm afraid I'll be seen as a child. Thank you so much for your courage. Thank you for your courage to share this here. You're doing this for all of us. And so, even when the fear is present, this is the opening here, is that we can still root into safety. So, if you imagine a tree with strong roots in the middle of a storm, so if you picture that image in your mind, that's what we are trying to practice here. So the tree with its strong roots is steady, it's grounded, it's unshaken. And that's what we'll practice now. So what we are about to do is a sound and a breath practice. And the sound we'll use today is hum. So put it in the chat here. Hum. And I'll guide you step by step. So after all this sharing, I invite you to gently either close your eyes or bring your gaze down. Again, whatever feels comfortable. And at the end, I'll guide you to open your eyes and come back to the room. So press both feet gently flat into the ground and feel the point of contact. Heels, balls, toes. Just notice the sensations at the sole of your feet. And now imagine roots extending into the earth. We'll take 3 conscious breaths, and you can take them at your own pace. Inhale, drawing up steadiness from the ground. Exhale, release. Inhale, stability. Exhale, letting go. Inhale and exhale, allowing yourself to relax completely. And now we'll add the sound hum. You can join in or you can simply listen. And as you hum or listen to the hum, notice the vibration in your throat. So the vibration in the throat reminds your body it's safe to use my voice, it's safe to be here. So let's do this 3 times. Inhale gently. And on the exhale, let out a long, soft hum. Inhale. Hum. Hum. And now I gently invite you to open your eyes. And as you're opening your eyes, notice what shifted, even slightly. And I invite you to share if there's a word that comes up for you in the chat or how you're feeling right now. So we have sleepy, calmer, grounded. So just notice these slight shifts for each of us. Grateful, more relaxed and warmer. Yeah. And so this is the full practice I call safety anchor. And it's something you can return to anytime. But of course, in real life, we don't always have the time or privacy for 3 long hums in the middle of meetings. And so here's the pocket size version or a micro version that you could use in the moment when there is the overwhelm or when there is this freeze happening or you're feeling like you're shrinking in a conversation. And so it's just 3 steps. Press your feet into the floor, inhale and exhale, and silently remind yourself, I'm safe, I'm here. So let's try it once together, this micro version. And so press your feet into the floor. You don't have to close your eyes. Inhale, exhale. I'm safe, I'm here. You are safe, you are here. Okay. Thank you for doing this with me. And so now let's return to the high stakes situation and some of the fears that you named earlier. And so I invite you to bring the same situation back to mind, or that feeling or that fear to mind, and notice how it feels now as you bring this safety anchor with you. What shifts in your body, in your breath, maybe in your sense of presence. So in the context of that situation, how are you feeling? You don't have to share that, just notice. And now imagine your voice has the full permission to speak in that moment. So just for a moment, imagining that your voice has full permission to speak. What's the one thing or just maybe a short phrase you would want to say? So it might be, no, I disagree. Might be, this must change. Anything. So just notice what comes up for you. Thank you, Pauline. You can trust me. Yeah. And this is a collective energy, a collective space that we are all women creating together here. And this is the ground where you have the full permission to speak. So I would even invite for you to be courageous enough to unmute yourself, and maybe a couple of you would say it out loud here. So Skylar or Emily, if you could help me here. If you could, so I invite you to put up your hand and we'll invite, so Venice would like to say, please. So just the statement.
I was responding to Laura there, but I do feel like I can step up and show up for myself.
Mm. I can step up and show up for myself. Thank you, please. Anyone else? That was really courageous. That was so courageous. Thank you. Thank you. And this gives all of us the permission. It's amazing when one woman speaks up, all of us get the permission. So I invite a couple of more voices here. So just this statement, you don't have to tell us in what context, just this statement. Okay, you can do this.
I'm
I
happy to
see. Yeah, please.
I think Emily has something to say.
Yeah. I want to decide on my own terms.
Could you say it again, Emily?
I want to decide on my own terms.
Oof. I want to decide on my own terms. Thank you for claiming that. Thank you for claiming that. Anyone else?
Can I try?
Yes, Laura, please.
Oh, my greatest fear is knowing how to choose the right words when I talk in front of people. So always I feel that I don't choose the right words to say that I feel.
Yeah, yeah. And so there is no need to choose right words here. If you didn't have to worry about that, what would you say? There's no need to impress anybody here. This is a circle of women. And there is again no pressure, whatever feels good. Nilima, thank you. Sometimes it is not the look at the support. We're so great at supporting each other. Yeah, it's not the statement to be said in the moment, but a message to self. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I really admire the courage here. And you're welcome to type in the chat if voicing it here feels too much for the system. You're welcome here to voice in the chat what you would like to say or what you wish you could have said.
Jyoti, I see that Sophia has her hand up.
Yes, I can give a short comment. The sentence that comes to my mind is, I'm ready.
Oof. Oof. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, yes. And your voice matters. Our voices matter. And this is the practice. Rooting into safety. So your voice comes through with steadiness, even in the midst of storm. Yeah. And so before sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, we have a comment in the chat from Laura who says she's in a public space and is shy to speak verbally. But connecting with my body means I'm feeling my baby daughter move inside me, and that's giving me strength to speak up and challenge. Why are we treating people like this? It's not right. So that's from Laura.
Wow. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. And the baby girl is hearing this. She's hearing all of us. So honored to have her with her in the circle. Wow. Yeah. And so before we close, let's take a fresh sheet of paper, or you can turn your page over that you were drawing on, and I would invite you to draw the gingerbread outline one more time. Just taking a moment. And again, and actually this body map is also a good exercise. It's quite an effective exercise to do either on a daily basis or once in a while to get connected with the body. And so again, gently scan your body starting from the feet to the top of your head, noticing what sensations are present now. So maybe even there are small shifts, it might be subtle. Just really connecting with the body. It might be that you have a softer breath, maybe there's more space in the chest or a little less tightness in your shoulders. So just take a moment to notice. And in your own time, let's again mark what you notice now. So mark what you notice on this new body map. And let's see what comes up. Oh, thank you, Heather. We have a smile on the gingerbread man. Or it could be a woman also, actually. Why a gingerbread man? Yeah, so notice, if you place both the drawings side by side, notice the difference that you see in them. Thank you, Olivia. Yeah, heart feels safe. And we're a lot of us here. I would love to see your drawings here. Actually, maybe we could do that. Could we just put up the drawings here and maybe, Skylar, if we could take a picture, an image, if that's okay for everybody? So I invite you to share the image for each one of us to see. It's just the essence of each of us. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And it's hard to see, yeah, I can see some of them. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, this is a wonderful, simple exercise to do. I like to do it in the morning for myself. Ginger woman feels calmer. I love that, Laura. Yes, let's call her a ginger woman. Why not? Yeah. And so feel free to continue sharing in the chat. And, you're also welcome to speak up when you want to. What we've shared today is not about perfection. So it's not about doing the practice perfectly. And sometimes you'll notice the fear, at least in my experience, I've seen that. And sometimes I won't. And that's okay. So with kindness, with patience, with practice, it does get easier. But it's not about perfection. So the point is that confidence is not about trying harder, as we've been taught. It's really about rooting deeper. The safer we feel, the easier it feels over time to voice ourselves. And the fact is, we cannot do this alone. The only way we can amplify our voices is by supporting one another. So next time you hear a woman speak her truth, project her voice, acknowledge her, cheer her on. And if you see her holding back, encourage her, support her. That's what we are here for. This is what the Empower Hour is, us supporting each other. So I'm as honored and as feeling as safe and relaxed in your presence as you are here. And yeah, so Let's take one final breath together to close this. So just inhaling. And as you exhale, I invite you to whisper silently to yourself and to this circle. We are safe. We are here. Thank you. It's been an honor to be in your presence. Thank you so much.
Jyoti, thank you so much for such a beautiful session. And I want to extend your wisdom a little bit further. And would you kind of remind us again the practice that you told us to do when we're in the moment? And if you have any hints about preparing when we know we're going to be in a moment that's going to be hard and we might freeze up, and I can even feel the tension when I'm thinking about a moment I have in mind right now. So kind of how to prepare ahead of time. So both of those things, what to do in the moment when we're freezing, and how to just get grounded and reassure ourselves about our safety before a moment we know is going to be difficult.
Thank you so much for asking that, Athena. And yeah, and so it is in the preparation, so we're not waiting for the moment to happen when we have to practice, but it's an ongoing practice. And so in terms of preparation, it's the full practice is what I would recommend, which is 3 inhales, 3 exhales, grounding, which is by placing your feet onto the floor. So into the ground. It's literally that image of a tree, rooted, strong roots. In the storm, I'm steady. So it's that image and the breath, connecting with the breath. And then it's that sound hum, which is not something I've made up. It's an ancient wisdom. It's the throat chakra. And so the chant for that is hum. And it doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be, perfect. It's just hum. So really feeling the vibration in the throat. 3 times, 1 time, doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's really opening up this voice. Our voices get stuck here. I've been in those situations myself, in that it's like, I know what to say. The voice is coming up. It's here, it's here, it's here, and stop. It just doesn't come out. And so this practice of, making a sound really opens up the voice. So that's before, when and we can anticipate what's going to happen in some of these conversations. And we also prepare our notes and everything. And sometimes it just happens that we're in the moment. We don't necessarily know what to say, or somebody just asked the question and it's like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know the answer. And that's okay. So in that moment, we don't have to close our eyes. So right now, if you place your feet on the ground, and your feet might be placed on the ground, is really bringing your awareness to your feet. And a simple inhale and exhale. There's no efforting. It doesn't need to be a deep inhale, deep exhale. It's like this is your internal mechanism that is happening. 3 steps: feet, inhale, exhale, and I'm safe, I'm here. So that's in the moment. And it's okay if sometimes we just forget. I've been in these places where I would beat myself up for, damn, I didn't speak up, or I didn't practice my breathing. And that's okay. We keep practicing. We're like, next time. Yeah. Thank you for asking that, Athena.
May I ask one other question? So I know you have a real focus, and in Anu's introduction of you, about feminine leadership. Will you say a little bit about that in this context? Because you definitely brought in that feminine energy and made us very aware of supporting other women and speaking up ourselves. But I know you have a lot of wisdom about feminine leadership, and I'd love to just hear a little bit about that for our gathering here today, because it's not something that we talk about very often.
Yeah, we don't. And I would, in fact, love to hear some voices here as well, and what comes up for you when you think of feminine leadership. Um, for me, it is, and I can see there are some comments coming up. Please know that even though I'm not saying out your words, they're witnessed here. So I feel as women, we are natural born leaders. We take care of our families, we take care of our kids, it just comes natural to us. Our compassion, our ability to sense and feel is phenomenal. And so I feel we're natural born leaders. And in that sense, it's just because the systems are, designed in a way that is not feminine. I think now we are slowly progressing, hopefully little by little. But because the places that we work at, the world that is there, it's designed in a very masculine way, is what I find. They're not rhythms. They're not, okay, for some time you'll rest, for some it's just go, 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 go. And I feel, especially being in the social impact space, we have both the privilege and the responsibility to bring our whole feminine self, our feeling sense, our nurturing sense, and also, what comes up is the image of the fierce feminine. So it's not just, soft and gentle, but it's also we need to bring our fierceness into voicing our truths, things that matter to us. And so the more we do that, the more we are able to bring the impact in this world. So, yeah, I feel I could just say so much. I could go on and on, but I feel it's a real privilege for me. I feel energized just when I'm amongst women and in circles like this. There's permission to just be yourself. There's no need to impress. There's no need to perform. You just be yourself. And I know it's easy to say that, and that's where I feel safety. So feeling grounded in our bodies, being connected to our bodies, at least for me, been a huge game changer. I've performed confidence, I've pretended confidence, but it's only when I started listening to my body is when I really started bringing my power in all spaces, not just in private. Yeah, not just in private. We all have that power. It's about claiming it in all kinds of spaces. Thank you.
Jyoti.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Safety and sisterhood. That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like the safety and sisterhood. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for this session. Want to open it up for any other questions do we have any questions? Or any comments or thoughts? Doesn't have to be questions.
I know someone out there is thinking something. I can feel it. It's a safe space. Really, I think we're all interested in hearing from anyone here today who has a reflection or a thought or observation about any of this. Laura's saying something there. I think women leaders should provide security for other women. Yeah. Laura, do you want to come off mute and say anything else about that?
Okay, thank you. I think the sisterhood brings us more security to speak when you can empathize with other women in the room or in meeting, and you feel I'm not alone, I'm another woman with the same feelings. So I try to use that woman like anchor, or try to speak with more safety space, more strong. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura, for sharing that. Okay. Does anyone else have anything else to share? Or questions?
I just want to say a huge thank you for guiding us through the session, and it was really, really interesting. And thank you all for creating this space.
Thank you for joining. I see we have some comments. Yeah, it says, I think it's tricky being vulnerable, not knowing how the other party may react or parties may react.
Yeah. Yeah, vulnerability feels very tricky and slippery. It does feel like that, absolutely. And yeah, and what comes up for me is that's where, I suppose that's where if we practice finding more safety within ourselves rather than safety in somebody else, it becomes a little bit gentler and easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it feels overwhelming to be vulnerable. So taking little steps, we just be vulnerable with people we feel safe with. That's a starting point.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. I see there's a lot happening in the chat. So if there's anybody that wants to voice it out, please feel free to voice it out. I'm leaving here with a better sense of that confidence, one, comes from within, but is also feeling safe and creating that safe space and giving myself permission. And I hope that I know that we're all leaving here with one message or the other, and there's something that is resounding to us. And I hope you give yourself permission to be yourself. And I hope we would share the recording with you so you can always go back to this video and with all of us here. And I hope that we continue to support one another. I want to say a big thank you to Jyoti for giving us our time and for sharing with us. And this was, and I hope I'm speaking for everyone, that this was absolutely amazing and an opportunity to learn and grow. So thank you so much. And please feel free to hang out with us if you want to. And thank you for joining this session of the Empower Hour. And we're hoping to have more. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, as well as you can check us out on the website too.
I
So
want to
thank you.
give a little plug before you say final
Please.
goodbye. A little plug. You'll see this tomorrow on social, tomorrow or the next day on social and in our email newsletter. We're going to have a global Ignite session. So we have two kinds of public sessions that are open to everyone. One is Empower Hour, which you just experienced, which is always with one of our incredible coaches who have just a range of expertise and ideas, and you got a feel for it with Jyoti. And the Global Ignite session is when we invite a woman in social impact who is out there making a big impact to share her story. So we have one coming up in October. So look for that announcement, and we hope we'll see you all there. And there are very different flavors of sessions. This is the kind of deeper, going inward, stretching, learning, from the inside. And the other is getting inspired by women who are out there just doing amazing things. And our next guest is the founder of the Boundless Futures Foundation. And her name is I'm remembering her, Soon Haggerty. And I'll have the pleasure of interviewing her. So I hope we'll see you there. It's going to be really great. Yes, it will be sent in our newsletter. Yes, you'll see it in the newsletter. So thanks, everybody. Go ahead, Anu. I just had to make a plug for the next
Thank
global.
you for the plug. Yes, so we needed to make the plug. So thank you, Athena, for making the plug, and we hope to see you all there. And thank you again for joining and for spending time with us. And we'll be in touch. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Jyoti.
Thank you. Thank you.